In this vlog, I show you the behind the scenes of a former nursing assistant and plastic surgeon in training. I take you through a busy week in the life of a plastic surgeon in training, and I show you one of the coolest surgeries we do in plastic surgery and how I was a part of one of those surgeries. I show you one of the coolest bars in Chicago. I also take you with me to a massage place to show you how I take care of my mental health. And finally, I share some of my controversial thoughts on mental health and some secrets I've never shared with anybody else before. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Jabro. I was born and raised in Nigeria, moved to the United States, worked as a nursing assistant for a while, finished medical school, finished my master's in business administration, and I'm currently training to be a plastic surgeon over the next 6 years.
Hello. Good morning. Today's Monday. I am not rounding today, so I slept in a little bit early. It's a public holiday, so there's a bunch of interns on the service right now. So we kind of divided up the weekend, and today's going to be a really busy day for me because on days off like this, I get to catch up on a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be making some coffee this morning. I'm going to catch up on a lot of emails, a lot of research work that I need to catch up on because we still have research requirements in residency. I need to go to the gym this morning. I'm going to bring you along for that one. It's going to be so much fun. Today's also going to be a great day to do some studying. I'm going to catch up on studying this morning before the gym because if I study after the gym, it's not going to be the same. The gym is the reward for the study, you know what I mean?
Well, Chicago's been Chicago again, and it snowed, and there's so much snow on the floor right now, it's pissing me off. But whatever, we signed up to live here, so whatever, it is what it is. But I'm about to go to the gym right now. Today's MLK Day. For those of you that don't live in the United States, that's Martin Luther King's Day, and it's a public holiday, and I'm so grateful that I get this day off because I had worked over the weekend as well, so it was nice that today's a Monday and I get that day off. If you think Anki ends after medical school, it doesn't. Here I am on the Stairmaster, fighting for my life and getting my Anki cards done because we have to. Plastic surgery is really interesting in that we operate from head to toe, craniofacial, breast reconstruction, flaps from every aspect of the body, and there's a lot of anatomy to know. So there's a lot of memorization, but there's also a lot of concepts that we have to learn. So it makes it really tough to study, but you just gotta study on the go. As an intern, I'm constantly impressed when I listen to my senior doctors or listen to my senior residents talk, explain anatomy, answer questions. I'm like, when am I ever gonna know this stuff? But just like everything else in life, it's gradual, step by step, one step at a time. So if you're doubting yourself, or you're not sure where things are going, just keep going. Just keep going. Don't stop. That's all you gotta do. Just keep going. Okay, that was 1 hour on the Stairmaster. And that was such a good workout. I don't always have the time to go work out like this, and I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to move my body. I have the opportunity to do things I want to do. I have the opportunity to get up and get after it. I think one of the quotes I've been thinking about lately, and I don't know who I heard it from. I think it might have been Alex Hormozi. If you don't know Alex Hormozi, well, you should. But I think the quote goes, you can have it all, just not at the same time. It's either Alex Hormozi or Chris Williamson, or on a podcast with both of them together. And it goes, you can have it all, just not at the same time. You can have it all, just not at the same time. And I've been going to the gym for a while now. If you don't know me or you don't know my story, I used to have a lot of time in medical school to just go to the gym, still study every day, still get to watch my favorite shows. And daily, I did everything I wanted to do. I enjoyed what I wanted to enjoy. And I had it all at the same time. But now that I'm climbing a bigger mountain, that is residency, I think I've learned that quote, and I've learned to adjust my lifestyle to that quote, in that you can have it all, just not at the same time. So your life can end up being a cumulative of having it all, but just not at the same time. Like, I had times in my life where I went to the gym every day, and now I don't get to go every day, and that's fine. You know, you can have it all, just not at the same time. Means at the end of your life, at the end of the week, you can sit down and say, I did this, and this, and it worked out, but just not at the same time. You cannot do everything you want to do at the same time, which is a lesson I'm learning as a young surgeon, as a young entrepreneur. I get so many ideas, I get so many things I want to do, but I've just been learning to not do everything at the same time. Right now, the focus is residency, the focus is becoming a good surgeon, and the focus is learning how to take care of patients better. And that's number one right now. You can have it all, just not at the same time. I just got out of the shower, and in a few minutes from now, I have a meeting with Helen. Helen is a very incredible person. She currently works as the research fellow in my department. For those of you who don't know, a research fellow is typically a medical student that takes a year off to do research to be a more competitive applicant for the match. The match process is how doctors get matched to certain specialties and how they get the job into their specialties. I have had Helen's job in the past. I used to be a research fellow. I took a year off in medical school between my third and fourth years of medical school, and in that time I was able to publish a bunch of research and contribute to the literature in plastic surgery. I think it's going to be a very productive meeting because Helen's working with me on a research project that I recently started, and I'm so excited to get this research project done. Hey.
Hey, girl.
What is up? How you doing?
Are you off today? Oh my god, it was freezing, first of all. I was like, I thought Chicago was cold. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the questions were, pretty simple. I think the thing is that during the data collection, it's going to be kind of subjective.
We can also come up with a validation system, but I'm glad, the code book was actually...
Oh my gosh, Jabril, this code book was beautiful. The whole time I was like, I'm going to copy this.
It took a lot of time to just sit down. The idea was to just be able to send out the code book and have everybody just go through and know what to do. So I'm glad it was good.
Should we put that in because the order we're going to do the data collection is probably most recent to oldest.
Yeah.
So excited to do the brand positioning one.
Yeah.
It's something new.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, thank you so much for putting the idea out there.
All right. Yep. Well, thank you for meeting me, and I'll work on this stuff and shoot you a text. I'll work on it right now. Right now.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right.
Also, take the day off too, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care, Jabril.
Bye.
Bye.
Something we don't talk about enough is having really good people around you and having a really solid team to kind of bring your ideas to fruition. I think it's really incredible to be able to work with incredible people and create things that you imagine in your head by having a good team, even if you don't have the time to do it yourself. And I'm really, really super impressed with the current research fellow and all the medical students that we're collaborating on this project together. I think it's going to be incredible, and I'm so excited to see where we go with it. So I'm currently studying for a surgery I'm doing tomorrow. It's called a DIEP flap. It stands for direct inferior epigastric perforator flap. And what that means is it's a breast reconstruction where we use a woman's own skin and fat from a lower abdomen. You can think about it as the stuff they take out for a tummy tuck, but in this case we take it off and leave small blood vessels in it, and we take that breast tissue, bring it up here to reconstruct the breast after something like a mastectomy where they take out the breast in breast cancer. People really like this because it feels more natural to them. It ages with their body and it doesn't need to be replaced like breast implants. And the most significant part of this is we keep the muscle in your core so you're still strong, and the tissue that would have otherwise been taken away for a tummy tuck is used to make the new breast. This surgery can last anywhere from 6 to 12 hours, depends on how you go, or where you go, or how things go during the surgery. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
So fly, can't buy, I'll buy. You can tell by the shoes and down south.
Good morning. It's a big case today. It's gonna be a long day.
The only true test of intelligence is if you get what you want out of life. I would argue that if you're making a 4-year decision, spend a year thinking it through, like really thinking it through.
25% of the time.
Yeah, exactly. There's the secretary theorem. I don't know if...
Well, as predicted, the case went long, but this case is typically due. We started around 8 a.m. and we finished around 5 p.m., which leaves us at about 9 hours plus or minus. It was a really great case. It was a really great learning opportunity for me as a first-year resident. Now I gotta drive home because every year when we recruit new medical students to the residency program, which this was me last year, we get together for pre-interview social. So they're going to be interviewing tomorrow. So today's the pre-interview social, and it's kind of mandatory for everybody to go. So I got to go home, shower, drive back to the city, and hang out with the applicants. It's going to be so great. I love meeting those applicants and talking and getting to know them a little bit more, seeing if they like us, seeing if we like them. Can somebody please let Chicago know that it's okay to stop being so cold? I think only people that live in Chicago are gonna understand this. Every freaking summer, it becomes so freaking beautiful, and I say this is the best city ever, and nobody should live outside of Chicago. And then the weather turns to 1 degree. But that was a good time. I'm about to go home and get some sleep. It's gonna be a busy long day tomorrow. I feel like I say that every time. It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. I feel like every day is just busy. But that's the life we chose.
It's residency interview day, which is always very exciting. I remember being on the other side of it last year, and it was really, really terrifying. But I'm so excited for all the interviews we're going to have today. In case you don't know, residency programs do in-person interviews, especially surgical specialties. We interview every medical student that applied to our program, and, well, not every, but we interview med students that apply to our program, and the senior doctors decide who's a good fit for our program and who's not. So today's that kind of day. We're going to see patients this morning, make sure everybody's safe, and then we're going to go off and do the interviews all day. It's going to be a busy day. I'm so excited. You know, it's always excited.
I'm really thinking about that quote that says you can have it all, just not at the same time, because it's so early and I'm not even that tired this morning, but I felt the move. I felt the move this morning. Everyone that gets up early in the morning knows that move where you really want to just turn around and just go back to sleep after that alarm goes off. You really just want to go back. It feels, it's tough. And you would think doing this for so many years in medical school or starting residency, you think that feeling goes away. It doesn't. Every morning I still want to just turn around, snooze that alarm, and just go. But it takes me back to when I had time. I had time. And I would get a lot of good sleep and enjoy it. But I didn't have big goals and I didn't have a big mountain to climb. But now I do. So at the end of my life, I'm going to sit down and say, did I have phases in my life where I had good sleep and I rested very well? Yes. Are those phases going to come back? Yes. But am I also going to be able to say, I climbed tough mountains and I survived? Yes. Yes, I can. Am I going to be able to say I did something I was passionate about? Yes. Am I going to be able to say I learned to take care of patients at an incredible institution where I was trained to the best of my capabilities from not knowing anything to becoming a proficient doctor? I believe so. Which doubles down on the thought process that goes, you can have it all, just not at the same time.
Try a bunch of different wine and like how it pairs well with food. So I really enjoyed it. It's really nice. Now I'm level 1 certified.
So I never really got a chance to talk to you all day, but today was very busy. And I remember last year interviewing for residency. It's pretty tough. It's really difficult. It's a very stressful time. So if you're an applicant right now and you're watching this, I'm wishing you good luck in this cycle. But I remember last year I was just thinking to myself, why does this process have to be so difficult? Why does this process have to be so tough? And being on the other side of it now, I get it now. I understand it now. If you watched last week's episode, you're gonna understand when I say becoming a plastic surgeon is hard. And this entire process requires finding the right people that are gonna survive the training. It's a really rough training. It's not easy in any way. And I think it's really difficult to be like a program director or like to be a senior doctor that has to decide who gets into the program and who gets to match into plastic surgery, because it's a tough job too. It's a really tough job. But if you're in this cycle, I'm wishing you good luck, and I hope everything goes well, and I hope you land where you want to be. But if you don't, that's fine. You survive, and you're going to be a good doctor. And if you're not a doctor, and you're just watching this, well, I'll catch you later.
If you're enjoying this video, why don't you hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe. It means nothing to you, but it means a lot to me as a small channel. So thank you. Good morning. It's currently around past 4 a.m. It's a conference day, so you know those days are really early. It's gonna be a good day. We have a cadaver lab today, which means we're gonna be doing some flaps, learning about some reconstruction techniques on donor bodies. These days are very humbling because it reminds you that there's people that have dedicated their lives or the rest of their lives or their bodies. It reminds you that there's people that have dedicated their bodies to medicine, and they let us learn through them to be able to take care of other people. I'm always grateful for those people. Yeah, it's going to be a good day of learning, but it's going to be on cadavers. So there's something always very humbling about that. A lot of respect on those days. But we're going to see patients first this morning, take care of them, make sure everybody's fine before we go to anatomy. Why did my face tracker abandon me and move on to you? My face tracker abandoned me and moved on to you.
Reminds me. As a new master.
My camera likes you more. Good morning. It's Friday. Tired. It's been a really, really good week. Look at my scrub cap getting up. Messed up. It's been a really, really good week. But I'm tired. I need some rest. Yesterday was a great day. A lot of learning. Always big respect to the cadavers that we used to learn anatomy and dissections. We did so many flaps yesterday. I think I'll tell you about it later. But it was a collaboration and it was great. Today's gonna be a busy day. I'm in the OR later today. I'm gonna be taking care of a lot of floor stuff in the morning and then go to the operating room for a case I'm excited about. Turns out Chicago's feeling freaky today. 10 Fahrenheit right now, I believe. I don't know what it is. It's bad. It's so bad. A lot of schools got closed today. But doctors gotta work. Okay, it's negative. Whoa. -1 feels like -16. Great. A lot of school kids are not going to school today. School got canceled. Hopefully a lot of people are okay. I always feel bad for people that are unhoused around this time. It's just insane to be this cold in the city. I mean, I've seen colder temperatures, but you know, it just reminds you of how bad things can be in the city.
If you could boil down the problem with humans to one line, it's the fact that they're always taking the path of least resistance. They don't want to put effort, and it requires effort to strategize, to think of your opponent, to think of what makes them different.
It's freezing. God.
exclusive as our menu up. Please enter your pager ID.
Good morning. It's a slow day today. We're living a slow life this morning. It's my first day of work in a week. And I finish a surgery block today. And I start anesthesia next week, so that's gonna be fun. This week was busy. I learned so much. I think it's incredible how much you can learn in just 1 week of doing things. But that was a good time. I learned so much. I can't wait to be back on the surgical service where I'm operating as an intern, because I don't always get to do that. But today's gonna be a slow day. I'm gonna make some coffee this morning, and today's my first upload on YouTube. So if you're watching this now, you should go watch that video if you haven't seen the first video. YouTube is hard, y'all. It's really hard. But I really want to keep making this. I enjoy making YouTube videos for you. I also enjoy the editing process and just getting to share my experiences with you. I have so many people reaching out to me, asking me so many questions. So I want to add a new segment to my videos where I take all your questions and just sit down with them and answer them in video format. I think it's really important to do that. So if you want me to do that, say something in the comment section and I'm going to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to catch up on studying today, catch up on research. Oh my God. Chicago is really, really cold right now. It's bad. It's bad. I don't know if I want to step outside. I want to go to the gym. Massage, because much needed. It's been pretty busy lately. I'm getting some massage today and just trying to decompress as much as possible. I hope we get along. So I just got done with therapy, and I'm not sure if this is going to make it to the final video, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. If you're going to stay in medicine, if you're going to be a doctor, if you're going to have a high-stress job, I think therapy is really important. I think it's needed, and I think it's very helpful. As a Nigerian man, as a black man, therapy is not something that's talked about often, and it's not something that we enjoy doing. But when you leave your ego aside, when you leave the toxic masculinity that's been taught to you over the years, aka toxic masculinity is me saying I'm not sure if this is gonna make it to the video because I don't want you to have an impression of me that way, but we'll see. I think when we feel good or we don't feel good, we go see our primary care doctor who goes over our body from head to toe. When our bones don't feel right, we talk to the orthopedic surgeon. When we want to get some fillers, we talk to an aesthetic plastic surgeon. When we want to get breast reconstruction after cancer care, we talk to an academic plastic surgeon. But when it comes to the mind, we don't talk to anybody about it. And we don't talk enough about it. But
I think it's very important. I think if you want to keep showing up for your family, you want to keep showing up for your friends, life is tough, period. And I think being in therapy, you don't have to have a problem to be in therapy. You don't have to have anything going on to be in therapy. But sometimes just vocalizing and saying those thoughts that you probably would not discuss with anybody else, I think that's very, very important. And I think that's very, very helpful. It's just something to think about. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to make it to the final video, but we'll see. Otherwise, I'm about to go have dinner, go to bed.